And we're back with Jigsaw. A movie so scary. Look what it did to my hair.
Oh my god.
Missed the last video's Halloween costume, by the way. It's to honor the passing of Ben Tramer. So,
Oh god.
in terms of Jigsaw, quality aside, I'm so glad this is back. I'm not gonna lie.
I have missed this shit.
Yeah.
This was like
This was tradition for us.
Yeah, this is like when you have like that friend who's like, guys, I'm moving to Portland. You know, like, why?
Yeah.
And then like there's like that one time where like they're back in town for a wedding. It's like, oh fuck, you're back.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, the Sweens is back.
Oh shit.
Fuck. We're gonna live it up like we're in our 20s, man. And that's what we did at Jigsaw. Like, is this movie quality? No. Is there a lot of shit we could say about it? You goddamn right there is.
I did not go into this asking for quality. I went into this asking for dumb shit to happen to people who don't understand why. And I fucking got it.
We got this shit, man. This took us back. This took us fucking back, man. And it's not really even that. It's from the mid to late 2000s. It's like, I don't know if nostalgia is the right word. But like every year, like we were there, like opening weekend for this. And if one was bad, we were like, see you next year.
Yeah.
Like,
we'll always have next year.
Mm-hmm. There will always be next year, and I hope that that's the case again, by the way. I hope we start getting a fuck ton more of these movies, because this shit... It felt like we were watching a pilot for a Jigsaw television series. This shit is shot like a network procedural. It's shot like it's an episode of Criminal Minds.
Well, shit, that, like, it's... Our lead detective I've seen on so many different TV series at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but Callum Keith Renee.
Mm-hmm.
He was Leoben in Battlestar, if you remember him. He was the charming one.
Yes.
The fucking Tommy Bahama shirts.
He's great in this, too.
But even like... I'm sure I've probably seen him somewhere before, but like the medical examiner guy, he had like... USA original series like written all over his face.
Yeah. Is he the guy from all those shows are the same. I don't know. The Glades? Is that one of them?
Yeah.
Is that the guy? It looks just like him.
It might be. I don't know. Looks like he'd be in some like weird TV show about like oh, he's like a former army vet.
Yeah.
He's like running a rehab center, but also like breaking up drug cartels, and it'd be called like Outreach or something.
Dude, he looks like he shows up to the same audition.
Also, I'm patenting that. Trademark, copyright. Sell that to USA tomorrow.
He looks like he shows up to the same auditions as like Michael Weatherly probably does. Like hell, the female morgue attendant in this is like looks like she should be taking orders from Mark Harmon. Like that's exactly what this movie looks like.
His female assistant, I was watching it halfway through, and like the first scene where she took her glasses off, I'm like, oh, well, it's Laura.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, just have her dye her hair and go with this, like, center part for some reason.
She really wanted to be at this, too. She loves these movies as well.
She wanted to see her premiere.
Yeah. No, like, look, there's not much to say in regards to the plot of this. It's a Saw movie. It's exactly what this is. You've seen this before. One plot has to do with a group of people who are going through a series of traps. The other plot has to do with the people investigating it, and they come together by the end of it. And yes, there will be twists.
It's like... Maybe it's happening the day before or the day after. Maybe,
who knows?
Maybe one, like, the the people who are captive are in Seattle and the other people are in fucking Florida. Like, you never goddamn know with this fucking series. Like, it's always something that doesn't make sense, and the moment you see, like, that peek behind the fucking curtain, you're like, God damn it!
So much of this doesn't make sense. I would be pissed if this movie did make sense. But
the amount of wedging this series takes to get it to fucking fit. Like, I was watching a video on...
Oh, trust me, it'll fit.
There was a video I put it up earlier on Twitter. It was over on IGN that they tried like assembling a chronological.
Oh, why would you do that?
Well, and when you watch it, like up in the corner, it just keeps ticking. Like, oh, this is Saw 5, this is Saw 6, this is 3, this is 5, this is 2, this is 4. And it's like all like basically half of the movies in this series are taking place at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Just in different locations in the same building. At this point, like, it's fucking insane trying to keep track of this shit.
It's insane keeping track of all of that and his proteges and who's doing what, where, but I respect it. I totally respect it because
like, I got Shawnee Smith working for me.
Yeah.
And then like, oh shit, she's getting tagged by Costas Mandylor. Psych, he's in on it too. But she just seems like she just met him. Next movie, they've been working together for months. You fuckers, like
it's insane. Okay. It's crazy. But I go along with it. I'm like, all right, well, you're telling it to me in a straight face, so I guess I gotta believe you. Like. It goes back so much in, like, this timeline, like, it really is, like, the Back to the Future 2 of slasher movie series, like, it's, and this movie, oh, God, I mean, this movie, whoever made that video you're talking about is, well, they got their work cut out for him on this.
Yeah, trying to get this one to fit into there now, I don't even know where you fucking start.
Dude, I love the fact that, like, there's one trap in this movie that's like they just gave up and are just chucking tools at them while they're in a grain silo.
Yeah, there was no rhyme or reason to that one. It's just like, I don't know. And then like knives and buzzsaw blades start falling from the ceiling.
Some of the
with a lot of force because shit, like, okay, I can see like if like a pitchfork fell out of a chute.
Yeah.
10 feet above your head. If they hit you, yeah, it's probably gonna fucking hurt. But like that knife that hits the kid in the shoulder, it's like a standard like 9-inch like chef's knife. It goes all the way into like the fucking handle. Like how fucking hard was that falling? Like it fucking hit like terminal velocity like that.
Because this one more than any of them that it followed, even the worst of the last seven, which I would say was part 7. That one straight up pissed me off.
Yeah.
This one didn't piss me off at all. This one but this one more so than any of those is so dependent on so many fucking coincidences. Every character has to do the right thing at the right time at just the right moment for so much of it to work. And if any of them were to deviate from that, I don't know what would have happened. Like, but luckily, none of them deviate from exactly what the characters fucking want them to do in this movie.
Thank God it all just happens to line up exactly the way they needed it to. Otherwise, like, this would have gone off the rails like the first fucking minute.
Some of the and some of the traps are so easy too. Like the first one, of course, like, okay, you just want a little bit of blood, fine. But even the stuff like one syringe has acid, the other one has the antidote. Like, we don't have to stick it inside of you to figure out what's in. I don't know, just put a little bit on your skin.
Fuck me, yeah. I mean, I am lacking in common sense. So watching it from like a detached third-person view, I'm like, I would have never thought of that.
When I was sitting there, I was like, I don't know. There's probably a better way to figure out that that's acid than just sticking it in you. Like, it's a little like, okay, I think this one's the acid.
Well, shit, just the fact that, just the fact that, like, it has, like, numbers written on it, and they're like, do any of these mean anything to you? And then she says one of them exactly. It's like, yeah, that's the fucking one you want to give her.
There's so much of that in this, and then when you get to, okay, like, look, we just got to go into some spoiler territory here. So if you don't want to know, there are twists in this movie, and I understand if you're planning on going to go see this, then you might not want to watch any further.
Drop off the live thing. This will be up here when you come back.
Yeah, like I'll say this right now. If you're into this series, like, yeah, see this, because if anything, it's like I'm just this is just comfort slasher movie. Like I'm enjoying my 80 minutes here, my 90 minutes. So okay, it gets to a point, and Tobin Bell is in this, of course, as Jigsaw, and then he shows up as Jigsaw, and you're sitting there wondering, like, how are they going to... We've seen this man's autopsy. Like, how are they going to try to make sense out of this? And honestly, what they do in the remaining minutes of the movie, it would have made more sense if he was still alive.
Honestly, yeah, because the whole time I was like, I don't know, maybe he, like, did something weird, like, found another guy who failed his thing and gave him plastic surgery so that he looked like him, and then did, like, I don't know, like, dialysis and gave him, like, his blood or something like that. Like, I was waiting for, like, something insane like that, and not, oh, wait, no, psych, it's a prequel.
Yeah, it plays with time in this, like other ones have. Like the second one did that. This one more so. But then when you find out, like, okay, he hasn't actually resurrected or anything like that. We are seeing a flashback sequence, or a sequence that's taking place well before all the cop stuff. And when it explains it, it's like, okay, this is another case where it's another apprentice, like Costas Mandalore, like Shawnee Smith. Like, it's another reveal like that. And when it got to that, I was hoping it was gonna be the, like, older cop, the what's his name, Leoben,
for Battlestar.
Yeah,
like, I was really hoping it was gonna be him.
He's
a dirty fucking cop.
Yeah,
like, I fucking love him anytime I see him in a show. So I'm like yes. Oh, I think he was also in The Killing. He was her fiance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was so wanting it to be him, because I'm like, it's like, well, I mean, Costas Mandalore's definitely dead, but
yeah. So just another apprentice is in there, and the guy that it is at the end is fine. It's like, okay, I want to see where they go with this. Like, it does the thing where the second he's revealed to be the killer, they, like, do the thing where they make his voice gravelier when he's talking and a lot more baritone.
He suddenly gets, like, very menacing acting.
Yeah.
But just starts monologuing like crazy.
It was kind of working for me. Like, he wasn't as interesting of a presence to me as, like, Costas Mandalore was. But they were filming this guy right. They were putting him in some, like, kind of creepy angles where they were playing with reflections in his eyes and things like that. I was appreciating that, at least. But I would have rather it have been the other guy. Yeah. Honestly, I would have. Or fine, just bring Scott Patterson back. He survived that shit.
No, I seem to remember... that did not go well for Mr. Luke Danes.
Saw 5 is one of the best sequels if you look at it from the point of view that Luke Danes got fucking tired of Stars Hollow and moved away to hunt serial killers.
He went back to his first true love.
Yes. Screaming at serial killers' wives. I hope that they do another one of these every year, man. Seriously, like, there is an ending death scene in this. Because honestly, the death scenes before then, it's like, yeah, okay, they're fine. There's Saw death scenes, fine. The one at the end was fucking worth the ticket price alone for this.
That was one of the most gratuitous things I have ever seen, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah, like, it takes a lot to truly surprise and impress me in that regard. And that did it. I was like, it's been a while since I've been like, yes, now that is a horror death scene that you have to pay full price in a movie theater to fucking see that shit.
And we saw it on an IMAX.
We saw this shit in IMAX. I love that the Coen brothers written movie that I saw earlier, I paid $5 for the ticket. Jigsaw? No, $30.
You gotta see it as big as life.
It's ridiculous seeing this on an IMAX screen. It's hilarious.
I'm just disappointed it wasn't 3D as well.
I am too. This was it would have made more sense for this one to be in 3D because it's so much more brighter lit than Saw 3D.
Well, hell, like, honestly, like, with the exception of the first one, like, all the rest of them are, like, so dark all the fucking time. Like, they're all filmed, like, well, and even the first one, like, it all takes place in basically a dungeon.
Yeah.
But the rest of them look like they were filmed in, like, an actual dungeon.
This one, though, no, we're not lying when we say it looks like you should be flipping past this on, like, CBS. Even with the violence, because Hannibal was a network show, and that's one of the most graphic television shows I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, but remember during, like, the writer's strike years ago when CBS, like, edited episodes of Dexter to show at prime time?
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
So maybe not CBS, but, I mean, the NBC seems to have gotten over their issue with...
Yeah. They could show this shit and not have to fucking cut out anything.
I forget what channel it was on, Spike maybe? But I started watching, they just put that Mist show up on Netflix. And
oh, yeah.
it's pretty fucking graphic.
Nice. Oh, man. This, again, I had a great time at this. Look, you know what you're getting into with this movie. You know right away if you're going to enjoy your time watching this. I figured I would. Look, this movie does not do don't let the fact that this was made several years later fool you into thinking they're really doing something that different here. They're not. It's a Saw movie. Like,
it's not one of those things where it's like, oh man, like, it's like Rocky 5 kind of sucked, but I don't know, Rocky Balboa and Creed were good.
Yeah,
like,
this does not try to...
It picks up where they left off.
Yeah.
For better or worse, like, it's like they didn't skip a beat. It doesn't feel like it's a whole new crew working on it or anything. Like, it feels like they just forgot to release this one for 5 years.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, like, maybe this is the Saw 8 we were supposed to get several years ago. Like, don't and again, like, don't expect shit to be just wrapped up at the end of this movie either, because of course it's fucking not.
It leaves several things so wide open at the end of that yeah, I mean, it's impossible there's not going to be another one.
We'll have to wait for this phase of Saw movies to get to 7 more movies down the road before Dr. Gordon comes back again. Unless there's a post-credit sequence that we missed, which there might have fucking been.
Dude, fuck only knows. Everything has a post-credit these days.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, I'm curious, though, like, moving forward from here, like, okay, so you guys renamed it from Saw to Jigsaw.
I hope the next one is called Jigsaw 2.
Will it be Jigsaw 2? Or will they start getting into, like, weird, like, Rambo territory where it's, like, Saw 9 Jigsaw 2 or some shit?
Mm-hmm. So, this is the 8th one. They have to wait a couple before they get to Saw X.
Jigsawks.
I want, like, the Saw, like, Hostile crossover where it's just, like, Jigsaw killing douchebaggery for 90 minutes. Like, this was the time period where you were either like you were typically either a Saw person or a Hostel person. I was way more of a Saw person. The Hostel movies were just douchebaggery and frat boy bullshit.
What was that other one?
In terms of ones that had sequels.
Well, no, it didn't have a sequel. It was another, like, basically Hostel. This was in, like, South America.
Was that Turistas?
Turistas. That's
okay.
I'm like, no reservations. I'm like, no, that's that show with Anthony Bourdain.
Or that really bad one with what's her name? Jack Bauer's daughter. Captivity.
Or
whatever. Is that what it was called?
Alicia Cuthbert?
Yes, yeah. I think it was called Captivity, where like she wakes up chained in some room and she's there with somebody else who's been kidnapped. Like,
I know I've seen that, but I can't remember.
It's bad, dude.
Fucking thing about it.
I remember it being really fucking bad.
I remember Hostel 3 being just absolutely the fucking worst.
Because Hostel 3 was also a sequel to The Hangover. The Hostel 3... If you haven't seen Hostel 3...
Our friend is missing. Let's go find him.
Yeah. Hostel 3 is... It starts out like The Hangover because it's a bachelor party. They all get drunk and can't remember anything the next day. One of them's missing and they have to look for him. It's that, only if Justin Bartha was kidnapped by the fucking organization from Hostel. These movies, the Saw movies, as cartoonish as they got, at least acted fucking mature about it and not hostile, gross frat boy bullshit.
Yeah, because I remember when I first saw that first Hostel, it was like one of these guys is the fucking worst. One of these guys is like middle of the road, and one of them seems like not too bad of a guy. All right, I'm gonna put all my money on that horse. First guy to fucking die is like, well, there's still the not too bad guy. He dies. I'm like, so you're telling me this Eli Roth movie, I'm stuck with the guy who's basically Eli Roth.
Oh yeah, it's an Eli Roth movie. That's how all of them are. The one that you
when the first Hostel came out, that didn't mean anything to me. And then I was like, oh, so that's where it's gonna be on like IMDb, like trivia, like director trademark total douche lord main character.
Yeah, exactly.
Director stand-in played by.
Oh, so you've seen The Green Inferno.
I kind of feel like I have.
You have.
I've seen Cannibal Holocaust, and I've seen a couple Eli Roth films. I can put it together.
This, like I said, this movie, I can't say it enough that you know what you're getting into with this, and if that's what you want, you're gonna have a good time here. I did, because this movie was just what I wanted it to be. Like, so I did have a good time at this.
Every fucking box I had.
Yeah, fuck. We laughed our asses off at this movie.
I wanted vacant-eyed people to die for vaguely tenuous reasons that they aren't really comprehending, and it honestly never really makes sense until after that person's dead. Like, oh, because he hit the kid in the crosswalk.
Dude, sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense that Jigsaw knows about this shit.
He never told you he's also omniscient. He knows all this because he's also the narrator. That's true.
He's yeah, he's the fucking ski slopes announcer from The Gang Hits the Slopes. How does he know about this? Well, it's because we're the most important people here.
Who was it? Was it was it Emma Thompson? The voiceover writer from like Stranger Than Fiction.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jigsaw. That's Jigsaw. Same universe. Any final thoughts about this?
Fucking go watch this.
Yeah.
God damn it. Go fucking watch this. I saw the comments there a second ago. Well, I say second ago. It was like 10 minutes ago. Somebody mentioning that, like, I hope this does well enough they make a video game of it. I do too, because I remember playing
we played that game.
I remember playing the old Saw game.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking awful. I would love to have a sequel to that.
They were so, man, that video game had so many parts in there where, like, you would have known some shit. You had to die to figure out where some shit was. Like, we walked through a door and just got our head blown off.
Boom! Shotgun above the door.
Son of a bitch!
It's like, game over. Care to try again?
Oh, I have to now.
I gotta get through this fucking door.
It's like, it's a game that goes by Edge of Tomorrow rules. You have to keep dying just to get farther. I hope there's another one of those fucking games. Seriously, man, that stupid game, like, that kept scaring the shit out of us too. We go in a room, there's a giant shotgun blast sound. Ah, fuck!
It is unexpected things happening the game.
Alright, guys, next week is Thor. Thor is next Thursday. I don't know what else comes out, but yeah, in the meantime, try to catch this on an IMAX.
I like there's somebody threw out an alternate title, Jigsaw 2049. I kind of felt like that, considering how this movie has lasers.
Yes. That part's in the trailer. Alright, guys, follow us on youtube.com/Stone Gremlin Productions if you want to get alerts about our live streams and all of that. Follow us on Twitter at the Cinema Snob, and that'll tell you a rough estimate of what time we do these live.
We try our hardest to hit that.
Yeah, honestly, it's usually within like a few minute margin of error. See ya.